Hello students, hope you all are well and fine at home. So this time we'll start the third session of ICT, that is Information and Communication Technology, and this session is all about the basic computer maintenance. See, in this chapter we will be learning about what exactly is computer maintenance, how and why computer maintenance is important, and how we can clean the computer. See, cleaning computer means cleaning computer physically also and internally also. We'll discuss these two things later in this chapter, and we'll be learning to prepare a maintenance schedule. Maintenance schedule means when and what should be maintained, and the last thing which we will be studying in this chapter is protecting our. See, it is all about those who either have computer or all those who uses computer. It is for all. It is not compulsory that if you have your computer, then only you are supposed to maintain the or learn how to maintain the computer. If you use computer, even though you do not have the computer, you should be knowing how to maintain the computer regularly. So if we talk about the term computer maintenance, the term computer maintenance simply means cleaning and maintaining the computer so that it runs smoothly. Maintaining do not means ki when computer stops working then we start to repair it. Repairing do not means maintaining. Maintaining simply means ki it should work smoothly so that it should not stop or interrupt in between. So basically maintenance has three things. Very first thing is physically maintaining the computer. Physically maintaining computer means it has different types of hardware parts. All those hardware parts are electronic devices, and when we keep computer at a place or some places, even if it is a laptop or a desktop, dust comes in, and because of this dust it gets heated up. So this makes computer sometimes work slow, and even if these dust and dirt increases, it may heat up as much as the computer may stop working. So the very first thing is the physical cleaning of computer should be done. That means we should remove the dust and dirt from the computer. Sometimes we have seen in the CPUs of desktop spider webs are there. Many things comes up in the CPU. So the very first thing is cleaning up the computer physically, that is removing the dust and dirt from the computer. The next thing which comes is internal cleaning. See, internal cleaning does not mean open the computer and clean it. Internal cleaning means cleaning up of the applications and programs which are installed in the computer. Cleaning means making it virus free. Removal of viruses from the computer is termed as internal cleaning. And the third thing which comes up in maintenance is backup and updation of software. See, backing up means a number of softwares we use, and all those softwares are used to generate different types of files. Means we have a number of files in our computer, and most of the files may be important for us. So we should keep a backup of all the files which we feel is important at some other places means in some other storage devices, so that if the computer stops working or the storage of the computer's hard disk malfunctions or crashes up, we have a data from where we can retrieve it. So we should keep a backup of our files which are there in the computer, and we should regularly update the applications or the softwares which we have installed in our computer. See, regularly updating the software will make the software work smoothly, and we will be getting the latest updates and latest feature which may have some additional tools, additional features which may help us to work more smoothly on that application. See, updation is not only for the applications which we install in the computer, that is application programs. Updation will be for the system software also, that is the operating system. Whichever operating system you have, either you have Windows or Linux or whichever you have in your system, the OS should also be regularly updated. See, this updation of OS also brings some extra tools and security features to our computer. Whenever we update our OS, it may have some additional security features which may protect your computer from external threats, that is viruses. So we should apply these three things, that is the physical cleaning and the internal cleaning, and we should always have a backup of our files in external storage devices. We can have a external hard disk, or if you prefer pen drive, you can have a pen drive also. And also we should regularly update our applications, either system software or application software. So the question comes up, why system maintenance or computer maintenance is important. See, it is important because if we maintain the computer regularly, we may get to know about some of the issues which may cause our systems to stop working, and as we maintain the system regularly, the system will work smoothly. During the maintenance, we can protect our computer from viruses which may harm our data files also, applications also, even it may harm the operating system. During maintenance, we update our softwares, and these updation of softwares increases the efficiency of the software. As updation has some new tools and features, these tools makes the application or the software more efficient. It may also increase the speed of the application. Even when we update the system software during the maintenance, the updation of the software may increase up the speed of the computer. We have seen a number of times that whenever we update the system software, that is operating system, it boosts up and it works more fast than before. So let's see what are the tools which can be possibly used to clean the physical part of the computer. A number of things are there which can be used, like cotton cloth, but make sure that cotton cloth is lint free. It should not have lint, like you must have seen cotton cloths for cleaning the glasses of specs or sunglasses. Same type of cloth should be used to clean the computer parts. This cotton cloth can be used to clean mouse, keyboard, external drives, or even you can use it for cleaning CDs or DVDs. But make sure that you do not use this cotton cloth to clean the internal component like motherboard, RAM, or any other circuitry parts. See, when we clean these parts like mouse or keyboard or the CDs or DVDs, it needs to be moistened up. Moisture is required. So for that we can use either rubbing alcohol, or even we can use water for cleaning these components. But make sure that do not pour the water on the component. Never ever do that. Simply damp the cloth using either rubbing alcohol or water. Damp means only damp, should not means water should drip from the cloth. A damp cloth, either damp should be done with rubbing alcohol or water, and then we can gently clean these devices of computer using cotton cloth. The next tool which we can use for cleaning the components of computer is a portable vacuum cleaner. See why I'm saying portable vacuum cleaner, because when you use a big vacuum cleaner that is plugged into a wall circuit, it creates a static electricity and that will disturb the electrical component of computer. It may even damage the storage devices. So the best thing is, if you want to use a vacuum cleaner for cleaning the dust or the tiny particles inside the computer, we can use a portable vacuum cleaner. Portable means the vacuum cleaner which runs on battery. A number of vacuum cleaners are there which uses battery for operation. So we can use a handy small vacuum cleaner which operates on battery to clean the parts of computer. The keyboard may have dust and dirt, even in the CPU it may have dust, the traces of those ashes of cigarettes some people used to smoke. So if you need to clean the dust or these particles, you can take the help of a portable vacuum cleaner. You must have seen in keyboard some parts are there which are left, which we cannot clean with either vacuum cleaner or this cotton cloth. So we can, if we need to clean these keyboard or some parts of or some types of mouses very properly, we can take the help of cotton swabs. Make sure that you damp the cotton swab in either rubbing alcohol or in water, and then you can clean the areas of either keyboard or mouse which is deeper, and you can clean it properly. It is also recommended that do not use cotton swab. If you do not have foam swabs, then you can use cotton swab. But if you can have a foam swab, see, foam swab do not have lint, and if you use a cotton swab, it has lint, and the particles of these lint may go inside your mouse or keyboard and may damage in future. So if possible, you can take the help of foam swab in place of cotton swab. So when you have foam swab, do not use cotton swab, but make sure that you damp the foam swab either in water or in rubbing alcohol for cleaning the parts of computer like keyboard and mouse. For cleaning keyboard, you can also take the help of brush. Soft brushes are available which have very soft bristles. You may use. So, like we discussed about a number of things, tools, and the processes which can be used to clean the computer components. So we have to take care of some things while cleaning the computer component. The very first thing is कि never ever spray any liquid directly on the components of computer part, as it may go inside those electric circuits or in your RAM or in motherboard or in your storage device and may damage it. So whenever you clean your computer, you try to, not try to, but you have to damp the cloth. Means first damp the cloth, pour the water or the rubbing alcohol onto the water or the cotton swab, and then you clean the computer. And most importantly, the very first thing you have to do is you have to first switch off the computer. Before cleaning the computer should be switched off and the plug should be taken out from the sockets of the wall. The next thing you have to do is while cleaning the computer, never drink or eat near it, as your edible items or the thing which you are eating may spill off on the device and it may damage or harm your computer parts. Some people have the habit of smoking, so for those persons it is always recommended that whenever they clean the computer, they should not smoke around it or near it, because the ashes which comes out from the cigarette may go back again inside the CPU and it may cause problems in future. So if you open a computer, a CPU, and you may see internal parts like motherboard and RAM and some other parts which are there inside. Whenever you try to clean it, you either use a vacuum cleaner or a soft blower. A blower is there which blows off air and it cleans up dust from it. And if you want to use a brush, make sure that you use a gentle brush which have soft bristle. Never ever use a brush which have a hard bristle. And whenever you clean the internal components of computer, never ever use a brush which has metallic wires for bristles, as these metallic wires may damage the electric circuit of the boards. So be very careful when you use a tool or a thing for cleaning the computer. So you know the things and you know how to use those things. So whenever you use or when you try to clean a computer, make sure that you use. So now we know how to clean the parts of computer and we know how to properly clean the parts. So apart from cleaning, we have to maintain the computer also properly, and for maintaining the computer certain points are there which we are supposed to remember, and those points are we should always clear the openings of the computer. Opening means we can see a number of ports are there, a number of places are there which is open. So all these places which are open are meant for different purpose. Some purpose are like from some opened area the heat goes out from the computer, and some parts are there through which the air comes out. Air comes out means cooling fans are there, and these cooling fans used to bring out air from outside to inside and it cools the parts of computer like processor. So we have to make sure that all these openings of computers are clean. We should also clean out our mouse and keyboard regularly. We should also keep a watch on the cooling fans, whether these cooling fans are working or not, because this cooling fan helps to cool the computer. It makes the computer cool, means it do not allows to heat up the computer, as heating computer may stop the computer from working. So we can check it by simply placing our hand near the fan and we can feel the air moving, and through that we can know whether the cooling fans are working properly or not. So whenever you clean the monitor, make sure that you clean it with a gentle hand. A soft cloth should be used, a lint-free cloth should be used to clean it. But make sure that you use a gentle hand to clean it. A number of wires are there which comes out from the CPU. Those wires can be the wires of printer or the external drives or mouse or keyboard, and a number of more parts are there. So what we need to do is we need to arrange those wires very properly. We can tie up these wires one into other very properly so they do not hang here and there, and they should not tangle among themselves. So when you use a laptop, make sure that when you charge it, you keep an eye on it. So as it is fully charged, you switch off the plug, because overcharging may heat up the battery, and that heating up battery will decrease the life of the battery. So whenever you charge the battery of a laptop, make sure you have an eye on it As it goes to full charge, you switch off the plug. And when you use a desktop computer, you use a UPS, which helps to regulate the voltage properly for the computer. So make sure that when you purchase a UPS, it should be a branded one, a good quality one. And the next thing is that never ever place magnets around your computer, as these magnets may spoil your storage devices. So if you use to play with magnets, or if you use to have magnets, make sure that you keep it away from the storage devices and even away from the computer. Most of you loves to connect with free Wi-Fi, and so next time when you connect with free Wi-Fi, make sure that you know that Wi-Fi connection. Do not ever connect with a Wi-Fi network which is unknown, as it may harm your computer. Your data means the information from your computer may be copied to some other devices. Virus may come in your computer through these unfamiliar Wi-Fi networks. So never ever connect with a Wi-Fi network which is not familiar. So your computer may have a number of applications which are used for different types of purposes. You may use some, you may not use some, you may use all or some. So in all these situations, some applications are there which are not used so commonly. So if you have some applications or program which is not used in general, means which is left idle, the best thing is to uninstall these applications. And the next thing is use a purchase antivirus software in your computer and regularly update it. Plus regularly scan your computer using those antivirus program to search for malicious program or viruses from your computer and remove those viruses. And one more thing, very important thing, that is you have some files in your computer, those files can be important for you, so you are supposed to back up those files in external storage devices, so that if in future something happens to your computer. So the next thing which comes is scheduling. Yes, scheduling. If you need to clean or maintain your computer, you are supposed to follow a particular schedule so that the proper maintenance and cleaning of computer can be done. So this scheduling is of three types. The first type is a physical cleaning schedule. The second is internal cleaning schedule, and the last one is backup and update schedule. So we can distribute all those cleaning and maintenance process in three different parts. So the very first thing which comes up is physical cleaning. So if you require to clean the parts of computer, a schedule should be followed. And for cleaning up external devices which are connected to the computer, like keyboard, mouse, printer or speaker or scanners, we are supposed to clean it almost daily. So whenever you start your day for working on your computer, first clean up your these parts, and then you can follow with the working of your computer. The next thing is internal parts. If you require to clean the internal part like dust and dirt from inside, you can schedule a particular day, means once in a month you can clean it, or even after every second week, like on Sundays or whenever you are off, every second week you can clean it. So either once in a month or twice in a month you can clean up your internal part of the computer. And if you require to clean the keyboard and mouse internally very properly, you can follow the same process once in a month or twice in a month. Means after every second week or once in a month, you can clean these parts of the computer, keyboard and mouse. So after external cleaning, the internal cleaning also is required. Internal cleaning this time do not means the opening of the CPU and cleaning with cotton cloth and vacuum cleaner. It means cleaning up all the files which are not required. So the very first thing is whenever you work on a computer and your work is done, and when you are preparing to leave your computer, you shut down your computer before leaving your computer, and make sure that you shut down properly. You make it confirm that the computer is shut down properly. You have a recycle bin in your computer, whichever operating system you use. So make sure that you empty your recycle bin weekly. Every week you are supposed to empty the recycle bin, because these recycle bin will be keeping the unwanted files and folders of your computer, and it will increase the space, it will take up the space. So in order to release the space, you are supposed to delete the files from the recycle bin. Even you can use some tools like CC cleaner and some other tools to clean up the computer, means the junk file from your computer. And these things should be used weekly, means once in a week you have to clean these internal parts of the computer. And the last thing is either once in a month or in 2 months one time, you are supposed to run the disk defragmenter, as it will arrange up all your scattered file of your computer at a place. So these are some of the processes which can be used to clean up the internal parts like file structure of your computer. This will certainly help you to increase up the space, the storage space of your computer, and it will remove of all the unwanted files, junk files from your computer, and your computer will certainly work and run smoothly. So the last thing which comes in scheduling is creating backups and updating application. So it is always recommended that you're supposed to take backups of your files weekly, means once in a week you're supposed to take the backup of all the files which you have newly created or the files which you have updated. You must be having antivirus in your computer. So it is always suggested that whenever you have antivirus, you're supposed to have a registered one, not the trial version. And after that you are supposed to update it daily. You can try for the update, you can check for the update daily, and whenever the update comes up, you update the antivirus application or the anti-malware programs in your computer which is installed. So always run a update daily for antivirus application installed in your computer. Apart from updating antivirus application, you're supposed to update the operating system almost daily. Means you are supposed to check for updates. A number of packages and patches comes up regularly, so you keep an eye on the update. So whenever a update comes up, either you can run the update manually or you can look for it when it comes up, but it's always recommended that you try to run a updation daily, so that if a update is there, you can update your operating system. Updating software will help to work with the operating system more smoothly. So whenever a update comes up, automatically you update your system and you apply those updates to your computer. Not only antivirus softwares and operating system, whichever application you have installed in your computers, all those applications which are genuine, purchase one. So the last thing which comes up here in this chapter is antivirus application. See, as you all know that your computer will be infected with a number of viruses whenever you connect a external drive to your computer, or whenever you connect the computer to internet using either your cell phone or local network or through Wi-Fi, that is hotspot. So if you need to protect your computer from viruses, you're supposed to install a antivirus application in your computer. So as you all are familiar that viruses are the malicious program, the harmful programs which when comes in your computer may affect any part of the computer which has files, data, applications and software. Even it may come into the boot sector of your computer and may eventually make your computer stop working at all. We have two different types of viruses. The very first type of virus is termed as worms, and the second type is known as Trojan horse. The first type of virus is worms. Worms are basically the malicious files which replicates itself. One file comes up, it multiplies into two, two multiplies into four, and it goes on and on and on, and it moves on from one drive to other drive, from one directory to other directory, and eventually it goes to create a copy of itself in your entire storage device. And when this work is done, eventually you can figure it out that your disk space will be consumed up by these worms. So basically these worms create its copies, it moves from one drive or one directory to other directory, and it consumes up space of your storage device. And the next type of virus is this do not looks harmful, but it is in fact the harmful malicious program which deletes up or damages the files from your computer. The files can be any file. The file can be application file, the file can be user file, the file can be system file. It may infect any kind of file and it may create a lot of damage in your computer. So viruses, either they are very harmful or not harmful, some way or other they interrupt the proper working of the computer, as these, the first one, worms. If it comes up, your system will certainly start to work slow because your storage will be decreasing. So basically, when your system gets infected by any kind of virus, it will certainly damage your computer. It will stop the computer from working smoothly. So the very first damage which a virus can do is it can damage your files. Like I said, any kind of file, application file, user file, system file, it can either damage the file or even it can delete the file. Even sometimes it damages the files, system file that much key we have to format the computer back again and reinstall the operating system. So it is always recommended to keep a antivirus updated application, a genuine one, into your computer to safeguard your computer from these kinds of viruses. The next thing which it can do is it can slow down your computer. Like I said, these worms are there. These worms replicate itself. So as it replicates itself, it moves on from one directory to other directory, one drive to other drive, copies and then copies, and more copies are made. So eventually it takes up the space, and as it takes up the space, it slows down the computer. The computer works really slowly when your computer is infected by a worm. Not even this, if your computer is infected by virus, it may move to other computer using your other applications like email. When you send an email to somebody, the virus may attach itself to the emails using the address book of your system, and it may go from one system to other system. Means it will find out the route to move out from your computer to some other computer. So we can see that these viruses are really very dangerous, either for our computer or for somebody else's computer which is connected to our computer. So after knowing all these things, one thing is very clear, that we are supposed to have a antivirus application in our computer, and that antivirus should be of full version. a purchased one, registered one, and a regularly updated one. See, Windows 10 comes along with Windows Defender program, which help us to clean some or the other virus from your computer. It cleans up the viruses, not all, but some common viruses. Along with it, you can purchase some other antivirus application for your computer, and you can scan your computer regularly, and you may clean out the computer viruses from your system. A number of antiviruses are available in the market like McAfee or Quick Heal or Kaspersky, Norton antiviruses. When you purchase a good one so that it removes maximum virus from your computer and it stops the invasion of virus in your system, means it do not allows even to let the virus come in your system, and even it should remove most of the viruses from your computer like worms or malware or spam files, temporary files and junk files. See, nowadays antivirus applications are able to clean up the unwanted files of the computers also. Even it cleans up the viruses and the unwanted files of computer. So make sure when you purchase an antivirus application, the antivirus application should have all these tendencies to clean up all these kinds of files which are harmful for your system. And if you have Windows 10 installed in your computer, you can take the help of Windows Defender to scan up files, unwanted files from your computer. And the process of scanning the files through Windows Defender is simply you open settings from your computer. From settings you click on update and security. From update security you click on Windows Defender, and from the next menu you can click on Windows Defender security system. As you click on that, a list comes up, and from that list you can click on virus and threat protection module, and again some new options